Hello, this is Bill Friday. I'm going to give you some tips on shoulder, neck, upper body type warm up using two pieces of equipment, the flex band and the foam roller. We're going to start out with the flex band. You just need an anchor point for this. So either a partner, or if you have a bar or around the door, a pole, whatever that is. We just want to work all the areas that affect our shoulders, neck, rotator cuff, that type of stuff. So you don't want to be pulling on this. You want the band to lengthen you out. So you just let all the band work. Just nice and easy. You're going to feel this in your lats, maybe across your low back. Spend some time here. Let that shoulder kind of distract. We call this distraction. As you feel a little comfortable, then you can just kind of work from different positions. You eventually want to work so you're rotating, so your arm is across your body. As you shift your weight, you're going to feel that stretch in various positions. Then you can just switch. This is just more of a feel. Like on this side, I'm feeling it more in through here. Just going to spend a little bit of time. You can spend 15 seconds on this, or like this side's a little bit tighter. I may just spend a little bit more time stretching my left side. You can take that off as your anchor point, and good to just use the band to get up overhead and stretch you out. So we're getting lats, triceps, rib cage, middle upper back. Add a little rotation in there. Then you can just grab this, wrap it around you, and you just want to pull down on the band. You're going to see how that stretches my tricep, my lats, again through my rib cage. You can grab this behind you and just pull that down. See what I'm doing there? Nice and gentle stretch. So that's the band work, mobility work using the band. Next step progression would be just to use the foam roller for soft tissue work. We do like to incorporate starting at the hips when you're dealing with upper back, shoulder type things, because if your hips are tight, that's going to also cause some problems with our shoulders. So start with your knees bent. You want more, you just cross that leg. Again, you're just trying to roll that out kind of in your back pocket, okay? Go to the other side, in through here. Again, expose muscles a little bit different. Nice and easy. You got one side that feels a little bit different. Again, just spend some time on that. As you get there, we want to work this thoracic spine, which is the middle of your back. You're going to roll this up and down. You want to kind of stay off of the low back and go above that. You might get into your shoulder blades by just moving your elbows in. You're going to feel that, maybe expose some of those knots in there. Out, you can kind of get to here. Now you want to sit your hips down, and you're just going to let your body extend over the top. Come back up, move that roller about an inch in your spine. Work on extending over that. We'll do one more, I'll just move it 1 more inch. Again, this is just working on something that very typically we lose, which is extension in this part of your spine. And you just get up and roll out a little bit. Okay. Now, what we're going to get into is working on your lats. Extremely important. You're going to just put your arm out over the top of the roller, and you're just going to roll in through what I kind of call a cave, which is deep behind there, and then in through your lats, rib cage. You can even get into your tricep a little bit. This one, it may be pretty tender and sore for most. So if it's too much, just keep your weight down on the ground and just let yourself easily get into there. Okay. When you're done with that, obviously we want to work both sides. that arm up over the top and just roll that out. See this side for me, my dominant side, right hand, there's a little bit more soreness in there. So I'm just going to take it easy and find those spots and just work a little bit in through there. Make it tolerable. Remember to breathe. As we do that, we're going to work on just your true posture. You can actually grab your band so you can use it as a stretch. You want to sit at the end and lay yourself down so you're fully supported, your head supported. And you're just going to relax here. Sometimes this is all you really have to do. You can grab a band and just grab a hold of it and just use it as a assisted stretch. Kind of pull off to the side into here. All right, now you're moving, stretching the muscles around your perfect posture. And then you can just kind of lay here. The other thing you can do is just kind of roll from side to side and gently massage that up and down your spine a little bit. Okay? So that's your foam roller routine, working soft tissue mobility using the foam roller. I am going to show you just a couple strengthening exercises that we feel are important for neck, shoulder stuff. Is we really want to get your upper back to be active. Okay, so you can just take a band, thumbs up, and you're just going to pull this apart, squeezing those shoulder blades down and back. Don't have to do a lot. I'm just going to do 5. So you really feel that in your upper back. Then if you have an anchor point, we're going to activate core, upper back with this. Secured, you can either do a parallel stance or a staggered stance. I'm going to start with a staggered stance so I get a good stretch at the end, and then I'm going to pull and squeeze. So now I'm adding some rotation in there. And you can do as many as you want. You're just going to keep that elbow fairly low. Okay, I'm just going to show you on the other side. Get a good stretch here. Get a good pull. Get a good stretch. Squeeze that shoulder blade back. You can also do it with a parallel stance, where now I'm having to brace and hold and row. So either variation works. You can kind of alternate them. One more to there. If you wanted something a little bit extra, you can do a pushing motion, kind of like a bench press or a punch. Again, everything to activate that core and work on stabilizing while I'm moving through a plane of motion. Last one I'll show you is called anti-rotation. Some of our injuries come from rotating and not being able to stabilize in that area. So basically you're just going to step and be parallel to your anchor point. Bring that resistance in tight, and you're just going to extend and bring those arms back towards you. Now what your body's going to want to do is the resistance wants to pull you into that rotation. You're fighting that. So not only am I working upper body, but I'm having to stabilize through my hip and core. And then obviously you'd want to do both sides. So you got a lot of good variations. You have the flex band mobility stuff with the bands and the foam roller. Gave you some floor things, and then some basic strengthening stuff. If you have questions, just let me know.